And if you want to continue, I have Port Authority escort you out the building right this moment if you want to play that game with me.
Okay.
Would you like to continue 3 days before Christmas?
Delta worker want all the smoke. This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Get the merch link in the description section. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, the Delta worker at the gate wanted all the smoke. And I know that the person probably had no intentions to be rude or disrespectful, but these people of the alphabet soup community, the people of the trans dysphoria, they cannot help themselves for wanting all the attention. I think it's narcissistic behavior to think that everybody should acquiesce to your own delusion. It's called narcissism. And people get sick of the narcissism. It's like, look, man, you knew when you woke up this morning and looked in the mirror, you were a half-breed, which means that you still look like a man, although you're trying to look like a woman. You knew it when you looked in the mirror. You knew you still have a 5 o'clock shadow. You know you're 6'3", with a big old head and big old hands. You know you don't quite make it there. So when you get to a position where you're in public and people misgender you on accident because they don't know what you're doing, have a little grace and mercy like you would want them to have on you. So have a little grace for people that don't understand what you're doing. But when y'all get out and act a fool and get mad at each other, you're misgendering me and all this, you're not showing them any mercy and grace, so they're not going to show you no grace. And then you're going to get what you got from the Delta worker, which let y'all fire this man. Let y'all fire this man. I'm going to do a GoFundMe for him. Because I feel like employees should not have to be bullied by people who want to live in their own delusion. The man said he accidentally or wasn't intentionally misgendering you, and if the other person supposedly did it or not, it's irrelevant. You don't get to bludgeon people because of your own stuff.
What about when a Delta employee misgenders you intentionally?
While he's talking, you're talking.
You just misgendered me again.
Okay.
Multiple times.
Gotcha.
Both of you have.
Sorry.
Wasn't intentional, but if you want to take it personal, that's also.
Well, she did do it intentionally twice.
You're talking to me too.
You said she and then you said he.
You're being condescending, and if you want to continue, I have Port Authority escort you out the building right this moment if you want to play that game with me.
Okay.
Would you like to continue 3 days before Christmas? I really don't mind.
I'm good. I'll just put this on.
I gotta watch that again. You rarely see people standing.
What about when
Knuckleheads, man? I need to watch this again.
What about when a Delta employee misgenders you intentionally?
While he's talking, you're talking.
You just misgendered me again.
Okay.
Multiple times.
Gotcha.
Both of you have.
Sorry.
Wasn't intentional, but if you want to take it personal, that's also.
Well, she did do it intentionally twice.
You're talking to me too.
You said she and then you said he.
You're being condescending, and if you want to continue, I have Port Authority escort you out the building right this moment if you want to play that game with me.
Okay.
Would you like to continue 3 days before Christmas? I really don't mind.
I'm good. I'll just put this on. What about?
I'm good. I just put this on. Stop playing. Y'all, it looked like, where they at? Atlanta, Georgia. His accent don't seem like Atlanta. Maybe they flying to Atlanta. You want to play with somebody that's sick of your mess, then you're going to get the reaction like this. I don't think he's wrong. What do y'all think? In the comment section, let me know. Do you think that the Delta gate agent is wrong, or do you think he was justified in what he said? I think he was justified. Like, you don't just get to be condescending and a jerk to people just because they're in service. You don't get to treat people like that. They cannot deal with you. Even when I was a cop, man, I was like, hey, look, man, I'm not going to argue with you. You want to be a nut, we can leave. We don't have to be here. We don't have to respond to a call so you can berate us for 30 minutes. Are you actually making a complaint or not? Because we're not going to just show up so you can harass us and talk crazy to us and try to invoke a negative reaction out of police officers. If you don't have a legitimate complaint, we need to go help other people. And I love the fact that the brother stood up for himself, because people are getting sick of this, man. You know, look, I mean, even if somebody intentionally misgender you, it's like, what do you care? It's one person. Majority of the people in the world couldn't care less, and they're not even trying to talk to you. And to be honest, there's no such thing as misgendering a person who's clearly a man trying to be a woman. All the demand that a person should have in that transgender theology is that they call you by your government issued name or your government name, the name that's on your government issued ID. I'm not saying government issued name because your parents supposedly issued your name, but I guess people do go and change their names. But that's the only requirement that you have. If I see a person that's transgender or whatever, and I'm not comfortable at recognizing what they're trying to do, just let me call you your name. And if you're a man and your name is Sally, I'm going to call you, if your government name is Sally, on record, I'll call you Sally. I don't need to do the pronoun game. What's your name? Your name is this? Okay, that's all I'm going to call your name. You can figure out what gender you are today. Because what happens if you're gender fluid? Then how do people supposed to know what you're doing? Unless you got gender fluid on your forehead. Man, that kind of pause. Super pause. Gender fluid on your forehead. Let me get out here before I say something I regret. I'll see y'all on the next one. Gender fluid.